Are you feeling stuck trying to get your project off the ground? Do you need guidance on how to organize your team, set clear objectives, and get everyone on the same page? You are in the right place. In today's video, we're breaking down the exact steps you need to create a project charter, which is the cornerstone for kicking off any project successfully. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll be ready to hit the ground running. Welcome to our channel, NxtChair, where we help you master the tools and techniques to become an expert in project management. Whether you are leading a small team or overseeing large-scale operations, we're here to provide actionable tips, expert advice, and step-by-step guides to ensure your projects succeed every time. Now, let's dive into today's topic. We'll walk you through a step-by-step approach to create a powerful project charter that ensures your project gets off to a successful start. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have the blueprint to launch your project the right way. Step 1. Introduction to the project charter. Alright, let's jump into the first step, which is understanding what a project charter actually is and why it's such a crucial part of your project's success. So, what exactly is a project charter? In simple terms, a project charter is the foundational document that officially authorizes a project. It gives you the green light to proceed with the project and clearly outlines the high-level details that everyone involved in the project needs to know. Think of it as your project's North Star. It points everyone in the right direction, keeping all team members, stakeholders, and decision-makers on the same page right from the very start. Why is a project charter important? Now, let's talk about why the project charter is so important. Whether you are leading a small team or managing a large, complex initiative, a project charter helps answer critical questions. 1. Why is this project being done? 2. What is the project expected to achieve? 3. Who is responsible for what? 4. What resources are required? Without a project charter, you risk confusion, miscommunication, and even project failure due to a lack of clear direction. At its core, the project charter helps you establish clear alignment between the team and the stakeholders from day one. This prevents misunderstandings later on and sets the stage for a smooth, well-organized project. By the way, if you're finding this information useful, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with others who might benefit, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more project management tips. Step 2. Define the project purpose and objectives. Now, the first step in creating a project charter is defining the project's purpose and objectives. Ask yourself, why are we doing this project? And, what do we hope to achieve? This section should answer the what and why of the project. Be specific. Your objectives should be SMART: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, if you're developing a software, one objective might be, launch version 1.0 of the software by Q4 of this year with all core features functioning smoothly. Step 3. Establish the project scope. Once you have the objectives in place, the next step is to outline the project scope. The project scope defines the boundaries of the project, what's included and, just as importantly, what's not included. This section will prevent scope creep, which is one of the biggest reasons projects fail. It's crucial to be crystal clear about deliverables and constraints upfront to set the right expectations. And hey, if you're finding this step-by-step guide useful so far, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button, and let us know in the comments if you have any questions about writing your project scope. Step 4. Identify stakeholders and roles. Next up is stakeholder identification. A project can't succeed without the right people involved. In this section of your charter, list the key stakeholders. These are the individuals or groups with a vested interest in the project's outcome. Then, define their roles. Who is the project sponsor? Who is the project manager? What teams will be involved? Having clarity on who's who ensures smooth communication and accountability throughout the project. Step 5. Outline the project deliverables. Now, let's talk about deliverables. What are the tangible outputs that your project will produce? In this section, be specific about what needs to be delivered and when. For example, if you're working on a website redesign, one deliverable might be a fully responsive website prototype by a certain date. This clarity helps the team stay on track and provides measurable milestones for success. Step 6. Define timelines and milestones. Speaking of dates, the next section of your project charter should lay out the project timeline and key milestones. This is where you provide a high-level timeline of the project phases. For instance, you could break it down into initiation, planning, execution, and closure phases, with milestones marking the end of each phase. Defining these timelines helps everyone stay aligned on when major deliverables are expected. Step 7. Establish the budget. Of course, every project needs a budget. In this section of the project charter, outline your estimated costs. Include resources, technology, labor, and any other financial considerations. If you're unsure about exact numbers at the beginning, provide a range or a ballpark estimate. Just make sure this budget aligns with your project sponsor's expectations. Step 8. List assumptions and risks. No project is without its risks, and you should acknowledge them upfront. In this section, list any assumptions you've made and potential risks that could impact the project's success. For example, if you're developing a product, you might assume that your current resources will be sufficient. A risk could be that new technology requirements arise during development, affecting both time and budget. Identifying these risks early on will help you prepare mitigation strategies. Quick reminder, if this video is helping you out, make sure to like this video, hit subscribe so you don't miss future content, and share this guide with anyone else tackling project management challenges. Step 9. Get sign-offs and approvals. Finally, the last step is getting approvals from the key stakeholders. A project charter isn't official until it's signed off by the project sponsor and, depending on your organization, other key players. This formal approval signals that the project has been authorized and that resources can be allocated. Now that you know how to create a complete project charter, you have the foundation for a successful project kickoff. Whether you are managing a small internal project or a large cross-functional initiative, following these steps will ensure that everyone is on the same page from day one. How the project charter guides the project. Once this document is in place, it becomes your go-to reference throughout the project's life cycle. Whether you are in the planning, execution, or closing phases, the project charter keeps everyone aligned with the original goals and expectations. For example, let's say halfway through your project, there's a debate about whether a new feature should be included. You can go back to the charter, check the project's original scope, and see if it fits with the initial plan. If it's out of scope, you can either reject the idea or plan a change request, ensuring that the project stays focused and on track. Benefits of having a project charter. So, what are the benefits of having a solid project charter? First and foremost, it reduces ambiguity. Everyone understands the project's purpose and their role in achieving it. It also provides a formal point of reference that ensures accountability. If there are disagreements or uncertainties, the project charter serves as the guiding document to resolve them. It also facilitates better communication. Stakeholders can quickly review the charter to understand the project's high-level objectives, timelines, and responsibilities, without needing to dive into the nitty-gritty details. Conclusion. In summary, the project charter is your first and most important document in the project management process. It provides clarity, alignment, and a formal starting point for the project. Without it, you risk starting off on the wrong foot, which can lead to bigger issues down the road. But with a solid charter in place, you've already set the stage for success. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this with your team. And of course, if you have any questions about the process, drop them in the comments below and I'll be sure to get back to you. We'd also love to hear your suggestions for future topics. What project management challenges would you like us to cover in the next video? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy project managing.